So guys, when she's talking about what is this life, I mean she's literally taking us to our topic for the day, which is FOMO. If you know what that is, fear of missing out. Already she has fears of missing out on her achievements. That's fear already.
FOMO isn't all that bad. Like, there's a fun side of FOMO.
There is.
Yeah,
as long as it's positive.
Yeah, we can go out for events like where there's a high tea, you're bound to learn something.
Yeah, true.
And even just an outing, we're going out, someone is, performing. Kabza the small is performing. It's an outing. You get to then you're like, hey, you're chilling with your friends. It's a fun time. You're relaxing.
Breath of fresh air.
Thank you.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying.
And sometimes it pushes you to get off the couch. Stop being a potato there, or I'm unemployed and stuff. To actually do something. Like,
that's true. It's like you pick a crowd. You pick a crowd, and the crowd that influences you in all the right ways.
Hi, Dumelan Dizala, and welcome to the Young Heart Podcast. I'm your host with the most ISA, golden child to some, and I'm not alone. She's not a ghost today. I'm with the one and only, the amazing, the ultimate co-host.
It's your girl, Tina Wagandevele, as Kulumeni Arabueng. Let's talk, and for sure I'm not a ghost.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I was okay with being a ghost.
I wasn't fine, because I didn't ask you, how are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think I'm just going to enjoy the topic, honestly.
Excited for the topic.
I'm just excited for the topic.
Okay. Let's get straight into it.
Are you good, though?
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, well, life is lifing, brah.
Is it?
Yeah.
We move anyway.
The past week I was sick. This past week.
I
had no voice whatsoever. And throughout, I was thinking about the podcast itself. Yeah. And it took a toll on my mental health. I was not okay. I remember I called, someone called me.
I think I'll take you back to this because of the topic. Perfect.
How?
Yeah, no, it's got a great link, actually. I hope I don't forget.
Okay. It took a toll on me. I was like, dude, what is my purpose on earth? Am I fine? I didn't start comparing myself with other people. I was just like, can't mihela.
I don't even go there.
I have things I want to achieve, but I'm not achieving them. And I'm like, hey, man, but what is this life, bruh?
Oh, so guys, when she's talking about what is this life, I mean, she's literally taking us to our topic for the day, which is FOMO. If you know what that is, fear of missing out. Already she has fears of missing out on her achievements. That's fear already. Okay. So for the topic of today, tell us more about FOMO. In your own words, what is it?
I think it's exactly that, FOMO. For those who might not know, right? The word stands for fear of missing out.
Yes.
You know that feeling when you're scrolling through Instagram, social media, and you suddenly realize that, hey, man, everyone is at this cool event, the aesthetics, everyone is going on vacation, and then there's me. And you're just there, and that's FOMO. Like, you feel like, I have to be there where people are. Yeah. What's your take on that?
I think you've said it all. So FOMO is also comparison. To me, it's comparison.
To a certain extent.
Yeah, it's like you fear missing out on certain events. Like social media saying the next person is going on a vacation, the next person is just back that degree, the other person is working. And
what's up?
What's
up,
there.
Travel groupie, do them WhatsApp.
Exactly. I'm just home on the phone looking at you guys doing all those things. I'm like, why am I not part of those things? Why am I not doing those things? So it's like, it's comparison, and it's bad for your mental health.
Okay, let's break it down. So FOMO is basically anxiety that we feel like we're missing out on something fun or important or exclusive. I think it can go for important things. When you see that friend of yours, what the whole Forbes
under 30,
and they have that card and they're going there, and you're like, yo, me, I tried, they rejected me. You start being on some
missing out.
Yeah. You feel like you're missing out. They have a big event and other creatives are included and you're not. Shame. This and this.
It's not even about a friend not including you. I feel like certain things have to pass us by, guys. It's okay to miss out on certain things. It's okay to not be part of something, because at the end of the day, if it's not for you, it's not going to happen for you.
So it can come from anywhere.
It can come from anywhere. Just because a friend is under you're near the Forbes, it doesn't mean you have to be under it. You can be in a whole different thing altogether, and it still works out for you.
But do you think that people had FOMO before social media?
They didn't. It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but they did.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Because with social media, it's like you are seeing everything being done. And you're like, wow, I'd love to do that. But then without social media, it was being done and it was unknown to you. So you will not fear what you don't know.
Yeah. You
will not fear what you don't know.
Now, yeah.
So with social media, we are exposed to everything that people do. And the painful part, in my opinion, it's like, you fear missing out on something that people are pretending on. It's like,
oh yes, it's a facade.
Exactly, there's so much pretense.
But before we go there, I totally get you. Like, I mean, back in the day, it was probably missing out on neighborhood gossip, because
Manyalo, next door and stuff.
Not being invited to a party. I think Mantlwane, Manyalo, Rakadi, whatever. But now it's just magnified, because we see everything happening in real time, like you're saying, the Instagram, TikTok. But I think Instagram is the most influential, because people actually plan how they want you to perceive
them. Yeah. Also, maybe in terms of career-wise, there's LinkedIn.
Yeah.
There's this other.
I don't understand how LinkedIn works. Do you get it? It's such a confusing app for me.
Last week, I was on LinkedIn. Basically, people post their achievements career-wise.
True,
like, I've started work there. Yes. I've done this qualification. I'm doing this, just to put yourself out there to your potential employers, or just anything to do with your career growth. So it's like, you look at people, probably our age mates, 20, 21, 30, 40, people you look up to, people who inspire you, and you're like, oh my goodness, this person is 20, they're working for a big ass corporation. God, they're doing everything so great. What am I doing?
What about
me?
It's
like, in my opinion, I fear what I'm missing out on those achievements at this age. When I get to maybe 30, am I still going to be able to achieve that? Then I quickly remind myself, yes, I can.
Yeah.
It's not even about my age.
God's timing, man.
Exactly. So
own lane, own pace. Do you?
Seasons are different.
Yeah. I think at the right time, things will happen.
Definitely.
Because it's true. We're constantly being bombarded by posts.
Hey, ma.
And not matter what our social media. That's the worst thing. Like, I've never taken a social media break, and I don't think I would ever do that, because I'm not on social. You know me, like
I have.
You know me, now I'm not on social media. Like, I don't know how the apps work. Okay, Twitter now, because we're on YouTube and TikTok, I'm learning.
It's like, at the same time, you need it for certain things in your life.
Yes, like, I have to evolve with the time. Like, they're not going to wait for me. You can take it. I don't know how to use TikTok. We move, bruh. Hey, so I think you can be sitting in bed, your friends are going for a concert. Have you ever felt like you're making the wrong decision when I'm paying? Your friends have gone out.
I think not at all.
Not at all.
6 years ago, I would go to events that were there, go there, have fun. I think once you go to the events, you experience what's happening there, you see everything going on, you're like, is this something that I want to keep on going back to? You make a decision to okay,
you went for events.
I did go for them. Okay. So it's like, this is not necessarily something I'd want to keep going back to over and over again. But then for someone who's never been there, for someone who wishes to be there, it's like they wish for that exposure. So I think advice, be part of it one time or two times and see if it's something that you want to keep going back to. Because if you don't, you're always going to have that anxiety, that stress, that comparison, and that anger builds up. Anger builds up towards the people around you who maybe are refusing for you to go there, or anger builds up towards every person who's going there. Like, okay, everyone is going there, I'm not. So you're angry about it. So it's like, experience it. If it's not for you, you know what, okay, moving on. I'm looking for something that is for me.
But hey, let's be honest. FOMO isn't all that bad. Like, there's a fun side of FOMO.
There is.
Yeah,
as long as it's positive.
Yeah, we can go out for events like where there's a high tea, you're bound to learn something from that.
Yeah, true.
And even just an outing, we're going out, someone is, performing, Kabza the small is performing, it's an outing. You get to then you're like, hey, you're chilling with your friends, it's a fun time, you're relaxing.
Breath of fresh air.
Thank you.
Definitely. That's what I'm saying.
And sometimes it pushes you to get off the couch, stop being a potato there, or I'm unemployed and stuff. Hey, to actually do something. Like,
that's true. It's like you pick a crowd. You pick a crowd, and a crowd that influences you in all the right ways. You have goals. So the crowd you hang out with should be a crowd that contributes to that goal. I can't want to be, I don't know, a financial analyst, and I'm always going to Groove. What exactly am I going to pick up from Groove that's going to grow that goal for me?
I think the FOMO, what's this thing called? Yeah, show. What is it called? The show.
The consumer fan.
The consumer fan. Not really a show, but that's how old I am. It's a show, and it will always be a show for me.
So do you fear missing out?
I saw a video. This lady FOMO every time ba show, and she wouldn't be any of those kids. Jala ruri. Yeah. Are
that's the main thing you want to go.
And I'm talking about this lady's like maybe in her late 20s. She's cotton candy. And yes, cotton candy. So she's like, that was my FOMO. The fact that I'll see other kids, cotton candy. I wasn't. Not that they didn't have that opportunity. It was a thing of never seen a magical big, but they just wanted to try by all means. So
it starts from a young age.
So that was the FOMO she had.
Builds up.
Yeah, and then when she was older, now she was working. She got her own money. She was like, "Yeah, but now cotton candy." She actually did a video about it.
Cotton candy.
Yeah.
I mean, FOMO starts from a young age.
It does.
Like also on her experience, she experienced that, and also those fears at some point are positive in the sense that you miss out on certain things that contribute probably positively in your life.
Hey,
and once you miss out and you get to experience them, you're like, I'm gonna make sure my next generation doesn't miss out.
Yeah.
So in a way, it's negative if it builds up the anger and you never get to deal with it, and if it builds up certain traumas that you don't handle. But it's also positive if you are bold enough to stand up and face those anxieties, those traumas. They mold you into this person who influences every single person around them positively.
That's true.
You become a positive influence.
You know what I think?
The fears you would have faced.
I think FOMO can push you into new experiences as well.
Definitely.
Sure, we get to pick various courses.
Yeah.
But the reality as well is that we're not the Bodira media, you're not the education, you're not the finance. Yeah, the key is to unlock that education. But the reality on the ground is that that paper graduate. We're all at different levels. Whether you like it or not. Our finance will have their own life. Being able to get the travel WhatsApp group out of the WhatsApp, because that's the life. Like what education, it will take them 2 to 3 months to be able to do some of the things like traveling and stuff. Whether your traveling will be local.
I think also when you talk about that, what are the different degrees we do and where they take us, like probably to the first years or to the upcoming first years right now, it's like when people tell you don't listen to them. Don't listen to them because...
But we're not all equal.
Don't listen to them because whatever you want to pursue, just because someone pursued it then and didn't work out for them doesn't mean it's not going to work out for you. I can be doing tourism and you told me, there's no much tourism in Botswana, but I'm not limited to my country and I'm not limited to the next country. So it's endless.
Yeah.
So that fear to say, if I choose business studies, the market is flooded. Don't focus on that fear. Don't focus on that because I may have done it. It didn't work out for me. There's a reason why it didn't work out. But you may do it today, graduate tomorrow, get the job the following day.
Yeah, preaching, man.
Wow.
Yeah. I think when it comes to FOMO, Hey man, just TV ding. I think what's Netflix, the one reality show? What's a reality show according to like the one show you watched and you're like, but I can relate to this as an African.
One show.
Yeah. For me, I'll start. It was Dineo's Diary. Okay. Those were the only reality TV shows that mattered. Because like you relate with them. And
How
then
did you relate?
Huh?
How did you relate?
Like you could see Dineo when she's angry. She's angry. She's like, hey, man,
it's reality and she's calling them out when they're wrong.
Yes.
And okay.
And then the FOMO you get from watching Kim Kardashian. Imagine.
A whole lot. Because also, I think we need to be mindful of what we watch. We need to be mindful of what we see or what we
feed
hear.
ourselves.
Hey, we need to be very mindful because you can be hearing a lot of things. And it's so hard to assimilate all that information and make it make sense for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, you need to
break it
down.
Mental health, yay.
Filter it and only hear what is going to make you grow and choose to see what's going to make you grow. You don't have to see everything. You don't have to hear everything because at the end of the day, you see everything, you hear everything, you're not going to do anything. They're just going to be there confused.
When I often see like people go out, can I kiss more thing or I get FOMO, I just say, ask no question and hear no lies.
Bet.
Yeah. Vis-a-vis said it, ask no questions, hear no lies. That's how I make it back all the time. Because I don't need to ask you like, why didn't you invite me? I take the cue from there on. I'm very good at taking cues. Yeah. If you don't invite me, I'll take my cue. I must stay in my own lane, I'll stay in my own lane. You call me once in a blue moon, I'll call you once in a blue moon.
And that's okay.
That's the vibe.
And I think for me, the fear that I don't mind having is missing out on good opportunity.
Like, good opportunity?
Yeah, like, I fear, like, I have that fear. And I feel like it's a positive fear because how can I put it? It's a positive fear because I fear missing out on good opportunity.
Oh, yes. Okay.
That fear is then when you have them, you tell yourself, but this is a positive fear I need to work towards. Every time your mind tells you
imposter syndrome.
If there is a business expo, you're like, maybe I have a meetup with something maybe important as well, but you're like, if I miss out on that business expo, I would have mingled with so and so, I would have gotten this opportunity. That's the kind of fear I feel like can contribute.
But what's the trick to overcoming that fear?
I think how I have handled it, I would, let's say the expos happen in SA and Friday I'm in a different country. If they air them online, I would definitely watch it. I'm not there physically, but I've gotten information, I've gotten knowledge from it. I didn't interact with the people. That's okay. I've missed out. And on my end, it's sad I've missed out because it's more influential when you interact with the people, when you talk to them, networking like that. But if I'm not able to, I'll watch from somewhere. Then the one that I'm able to attend, I'll definitely do that. We don't have to beat ourselves up for not being able to do something.
That's true.
If it's out of your control, that's okay. What is in your control will come your way.
Yeah. And you can only control what's in your control. What's out of your control is out of your control. Hey,
leave it at that.
So for me, with the Instagrams, the TikTok, the LinkedIn, honestly, I never put too much pressure on myself. I constantly remind myself that this is a facade. This was made up.
Yeah. And
for me, the perception is life is not always this good. Those people will never show you when they're down.
The bad side, the downside.
Those people will never show you how they end this life. It's just, I'm a millionaire, I have these cars, I'm traveling.
And also it's like with these motivations and everything, okay, tell me about it, but also show me how it's done.
Yes,
like the process. You can say so much. You can say it all, but I believe practical works better than theory. But even at schools, it's like we learn the theory part of everything else, but it needs to be so practical over theoretical, because when you get to the workplace or when you get to anything else that's not the workplace, but you were taught theoretically and you need to apply the practical part of it, it's literally you starting from the bottom. It's a different thing altogether. So it's like,
and it's a tiring journey, but
it is.
Keep on keeping on, bro. Like,
keep on doing it.
Don't give up. Keep on trying. If you are tired, rest. I was tired last week, bro. I was like,
fatigue is real.
I was thinking, I had myself thinking like, can't tell me why, bro. in my life because I want to get somewhere. I want to achieve these things and I know what I want to achieve. But nothing seems to be getting me closer to what I want to achieve. But I was like, hey, man, just try and focus on your own journey and do what makes you happy. I think baby steps. For me, when I think of recalling something, I just compare myself with the person I was yesterday. I think
that's the best comparison you can ever make.
There's a quote that says, guys, I love quotes. There's a quote that says, life is like a gym. You look to your right, there's this person who has the perfect body. This person is consistent with gym, always at the gym. Their diet, they're eating healthy. And then on your left, you have this person who's basically, hey man, they want to get there. It's either they pay for the gym, they don't have the money to pay for transport to get to the gym. They don't have the money for the diet. They're not satisfied with their body. It's a lot. But be content with who you are. I mean, baby steps, man.
Contentment. Hey, contentment is another aspect. And then also with your FOMO, guys.
The tips.
The downside as well of FOMO, it's like when you constantly focus on that. I've seen a documentary where they were talking about how it leads to, let's say, being a young adult. I feel like that's where you experience the most FOMO. In that stage in your life. It's like you focus so much on what's happening on the outside world, and the loneliness is exacerbated. If that's a word, it's excess. It's an excess. The loneliness and everything else. So during that period in time, if you're not aware of yourself, not even your surroundings, but aware of yourself, that's where you find yourself indulging in more drug abuse, alcohol abuse. There's a lot of depression setting in. You need to be aware of who you are, regardless of what you're going through. You're always going to be going through something, either tough times, good times. There's always going to be something happening in your life.
I think
so self-awareness.
Speaking on that, as a tip, I guess self-awareness. I think self-awareness goes hand in hand with discipline and principles. If you have set out these principles for yourself, don't betray yourself. Every day, I think, yes, you go through stumbling blocks, but that stumbling block should not say to you, give up. No. Stay true to yourself. If you're a principled human being and you tell yourself that you're not going to smoke ever in your life, don't do it. At whatever point you are succumbed with a lot of social peer pressure and stuff, don't do it. Stay true to self and respect the principles that you have set out for yourself.
And also when you say that, I was speaking to a friend about a week ago, and they came to me saying, you know what, I have realized that intake of alcohol is really, really pressing down on my budget and everything. And I said, it's a beautiful thing that you realize what doesn't bring positive influence, and you want to literally cut it down. And I was so excited for them. I'm like, wow, this is beautiful, because it's not every day you get people realizing, what, I need to stop this because it's not contributing. Sadly enough, just this weekend,
if you know what happened with that one of cutting out alcohol, Lisa, you're under pressure. Lisa, you're under pressure. Guys, drinking does not mean that you necessarily have to stop and cut it out. No.
I think it's a matter of
pace yourself.
Know when to and when not to.
Also, pace yourself.
You know how your finances are.
If you drink every other weekend and you can afford it, sharp. But don't get to a point where you are a functioning alcoholic. It doesn't have to get to that point.
Also, guys, even if you are a functioning alcoholic, your pocket, you have things to get done, but you're forcing so much to get the drink every weekend. I want to get the drink, to get the water. So it's like, if you know your finances are not allowing, it's okay to sacrifice, to say, but it's not contributing positively in my life.
Yeah, but that's not easy.
It's not easy, but it's doable. It's doable.
But speaking on that, I have something. It's called JOMO. This is a tip that can help you with FOMO. Okay. JOMO. Joy of missing out. JOMO.
Okay.
I'm saying it in a Tswana way. Is there an English way of saying it?
JOMO.
That you said, but JOMO. But seriously, it's okay to miss out and enjoy your own company. I think a lot of us suffer and feel the inadequacy of being alive because we can't sit by ourselves. If a lot of the times you're able to sit by yourself, listen here. There's a third eye here. It will tell you that this is going to help you. I don't like this about myself. You get to talk and you realize a lot about being by yourself.
Self-awareness.
Sitting in your own company. You realize that, oh, but I called that person every time because I need the validation of feeling like I'm being heard.
Yeah.
No, sit by yourself. Write down your feelings. Meditate.
Self-validation.
Listen to music.
True.
Self-reflect. Do something that will help you naturally feel better about self. By yourself.
Yeah.
You don't need any other person.
Because also, when you talk about not needing another person, it's like, because you need to know who you are, of course. And when you know who you are, self-acceptance, after accepting who you are, it therefore becomes easy for you to be by yourself, to do things on your own. Also, like you're saying, if I call someone to talk to them, they validate whatever opinion I have. Maybe I video call, I'm like, how's this outfit? They say this is beautiful, and then I go for it because they say it's beautiful.
And
it's
sometimes you need that,
but also it's like you need to be able to trust yourself with almost everything on your own. It's like when that person is no longer there, it needs to be at a point where it's like, with or without them, I am capable.
I can do it.
Because there are certain people, certain things we need to let go of in order to grow to the next stage. So it's like, teach yourself that everything that comes by or comes into my life, it's rarely ever permanent.
True.
So let me learn to live with this thing while it's there, and when it's gone, I need to learn to live without it.
Yeah. I think we've given you guys enough tips on FOMO. And maybe you have mastered JOMO, joy of missing out.
Yeah.
Please comment down below and tell us your unique way of staying grounded. Share with us. Just tell us down below on how you have managed to get over this FOMO, navigate this FOMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's something that's really out there and affecting a lot of people.
Yeah.
Even our parents are probably affected by that.
Yeah, true. I think everyone, because we are human beings.
Yeah.
But in wrapping up, do you have an experience of FOMO or JOMO? I think we said a lot, but I didn't hear a personal experience. Yeah, both.
Let's start with yours. Let's start with yours. What's your FOMO?
FOMO for me.
Fear of missing out.
I do, but I can't think of anything.
Are there many?
FOMO.
You should ask her if she's ever missed a jazz festival.
Oh, FOMO is jazz. You're right. You're right. Like FOMO for me is missing out on a jazz festival, because after that I feel so. It's a breath of yo, bro.
Rejuvenated.
FOMO is jazz, bro. If I miss out, oh yes, my FOMO is never seeing Sade in my life. Why? Because Sade has a fear of heights. So her paramedic plane, she doesn't go anywhere. She does concerts. Hella.
So it's like you have to go to her.
So I have to go to her, and I have to say, wow, dog, my guys contribute for the girl.
I mean, it's a positive fear because you're working towards something.
Yeah, I have to work hard again, and then God will do the rest.
We should put a donate in the...
Hey, donate for the girl.
Oh, wow.
What's your FOMO?
What's my fear of missing out? Yo, guys, now I fear missing out on all the good things, honestly. Who wants to miss out on all the good things?
Yeah, general. We're waiting. Get there.
Breaking it down, what's my fear? Guys, there's so many fears.
We need one. Just one. As we wrap up, quick, fast in ahead. Just one.
I think my biggest fear, I don't know if it's fear of missing out on realizing my purpose.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, that's the biggest fear, because I'm here for a reason and I want to figure it out. I may not know it yet, or maybe I do, but I haven't realized it. But I want it to be in black and white. I want to know what my purpose is. I want to live my purpose. And for me, that's a fear. I want to turn it into a JOMO. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I know what my purpose is, and it's just joy to live in my purpose.
True.
So yeah, that's probably my main fear.
You know when you guys say Joe, man, I'm thinking of joke with the
the T.
Joe,
Come on.
Joy of missing out. Like you're content, you're fine with missing out. And not necessarily missing out. That missing out can help you to like come out of your shell and be bigger than what you think you are.
Be bigger than that fear.
Yeah. But absolutely, I think that's it, folks. Like, thank you for hanging out with us today. And if you missed anything, don't worry. You can always catch a replay of it on TikTok. Follow us on our TikTok page at
Young Heart Podcast 708.
Yeah. And with that said, no FOMO, guys. No FOMO here.
Work on it. Just work on your FOMO. And also talk about it. You know, don't keep it to yourself. You probably share the same fear with the next person. Figure out how they dealt with it. Comment. Talk about it. Let's just share the experiences. It's beautiful to share and let people hear what you've been through and help each other through it.
And sometimes you can heal through that sharing. So
that's true.
Comment down below. What is your FOMO? What is your JOMO? Joy of missing out again.
Yes.
Yeah. But stay tuned for more awesome content. We'll see you next time. But until next time, stay blessed.
Enjoy, comment, share, subscribe, like, and follow us, please. 5,000 likes. You want the 5,000? No, not even likes. It's like 5,000 subscriptions. 5,000 subscribers.
Guys, like we need 1,000 subscribers before.